After 2 entire weeks of waiting and anticipation, we finally get the new Blue Lock chapter. The title is called Creation.
Music licensing
We start the
reimagined.
chapter with Ness and Kaiser being surprised by everything that has happened in the previous chapter, where Hiyori and Isagi completely cooked them. Igaguri and Corona are very happy. The game's hero is isagiyoichi. As Isagi's shot smashes into the back of the net, the world erupts as they witness the hero who conquered the chaos and established himself as the game's hero. Despite all of this, Noel Noah still has this serious look on his face, and even though Ubers has lost, Mark Snuffy is smiling. And here we see that Gagamaru is celebrating as well. As the score gets confirmed, we get a closer look to Isagi and Hiyori's celebration, as Corona and Igaguri run up the field to celebrate with them. Oliver Aiku sits defeated on the ground while being very impressed about Isagi and Hiyori. Nico Iki doesn't really get what's up with those two either. Oliver Aiku responds with saying that they're twisted. Nico still just can't believe it. Well, theoretically at least. He can't believe it because for this to work, those two have her to sync up without even making eye contact, he says, as he stares to the bastard MANSHINE players celebrating. Nico says that such a feat is impossible unless those two have synced up perfectly with each other. Their thought process and the things they saw on the field. Everything needed to be in sync. As we see Corona, Hiyori, Isagi, Raichi, and Gagamaru celebrating, Lorenzo says that they've got destroyed by those two and that attack would have surprised any perfect design that they could have created. Sharing a winning vision that surpasses logic and theory, it was a risky gamble. But for them to pull it off in this do-or-die situation, you gotta tip your cap off to those crazies. They were the heroes of this match. Wow, Lorenzo is such a nice person, to be honest. Getting recognition from him must be really nice. He says that the goal just now was worth 100 million yen. Baru Shuei looks very frustrated with the situation as well, as you would expect. But I'd wish we'd gotten more dialogue from him. Ness is just standing there in awe, unable to process what actually just happened. He's realized that they didn't make eye contact either, and that there's no way that they could be syncing up like that. He finds such a chemical reaction disgusting, but obviously Kaiser's pet dog is coping like crazy. But is that the essence, the magic of Yoichi's football? Kaiser is walking past him in the background, and now the guy is completely snapped as he goes into his Super Saiyan 2 transformation. That guy's rage is incomprehensible but truly deserved. Kaiser has been completely defeated. Isagi and Hiyori give each other an high five in the process of all of this. Isagi tells Hiyori that he's amazing as expected of his buddy. He says that his shot gave him inspiration. If they'd use his shot as a decoy, they could create a split-second opening. If they had complete trust in one another, that is, though. He's thought that they would see the same winning vision. I'll use this moment to quickly ask you guys that if you are liking my content so far and wish to support me, subscribe to the channel. Now back to the video. So Isagi thanks Hiyori for tagging along with his selfish demands. Hiyori tells Isagi that he has never thought that he could use expectations like that. He says that it won't work even if both parties understand and play off each other. And it's not even about one person wholeheartedly supporting the demands of the other individual either. This partnership can only work if both parties believe that the other person sees the same winning vision. When I realized that he could play freely, a whole new world had opened before Hiyori's eyes. So he thanks Isagi for that. Isagi tells Hiyori to do this until they'd become the best playing in the world. But Hiyori refuses. He tells Isagi that he won't be playing this kind of tag team football with him anymore, but instead, from now on, he's going to play a brand of football that will produce the best striker in the world. Playing with Isagi has truly ignited his passion for football. He tells Isagi that he was actually planning on quitting after this match. But after being part of that goal, after experiencing that thrill and that ego, there's no possible way that he can quit. If strikers can't understand and keep up with his passes, he'll discard them without a second thought. And he tells Isagi that it applies to him as well. Isagi tells Hiyori that contrary to his calm demeanor, he's actually quite a sadist. Hiyori doesn't really get what he's talking about, though, because he's actually an ultra-sadist. From now on, his life will revolve around him. Game 5 of the Neo-Egoist League is finally over as we get those wholesome moment where Isagi jumps on Hiyori's back. But wait, this is not over yet. as we get to see the events from the PXG match against MANSHINE City. The score is 2-on-1 as Itoshi Rin and Nagi Seishiro are duking it out for the loose ball. It looks like Itoshi Rin is in some half-berserker mode or something. Rin manages to trap the ball. Chigiri doesn't believe it, and Ryo asks Nagi to stop him. Nagi responds with saying that this Rin guy is a freaking monster. His core strength, body balance, trapping, dribbling, shooting. This bastard, all his specs have evolved beyond comprehension. As he curved the ball towards the left corner, it goes past the goalkeeper, and he scores the winning goal for PXG. The guy has literally scored a hat-trick. The one goal on MANSHINE's side was from Chigiri. As the world leaps at Isagi's game-winning goal, around the same time in another part of Blue Lock, a familiar striker quietly bags a hat-trick with a 3-on-1 victory over the MANSHINE City team. The evolved Rin has single-handedly destroyed MANSHINE City, with his next target being isagiyoichi. The fateful showdown between these two rivals is coming soon. Rin tells Isagi to prepare himself and that he's going to completely destroy him. To be continued in Chapter 240, Triple Jump Up. If you resonate with my content, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace.